There is a brown bottle of rubbing alcohol in the Lancaster County Medicine Cabinet that gets replaced approximately 4 times per year. Each bottle costs $150. I watched the farmer's wife use it 6 times in one afternoon. Stainless steel sink after washing dishes. Electronic screen wipe on the family's single shared tablet. Permanent marker removal from a wooden surface a child had drawn on. Mealybug treatment on a houseplant. Underarm deodorizer when the commercial stick ran out. Ear cleaning after swimming in the creek. 6 uses, 1 afternoon, 1 bottle. Here is the chemistry that explains why 70% isopropyl alcohol is the correct concentration for most of these applications, and why the 91% and 99% bottles that look more powerful are actually less effective for the majority of uses. Isopropyl alcohol kills microorganisms by denaturing the proteins in their cell membranes, unfolding the protein structure so the membrane loses its integrity. This denaturation process requires water to proceed effectively. Pure isopropyl alcohol, at 99% concentration, dehydrates the outer surface of bacterial cells so rapidly that it creates a protective protein shell. The shell slows the killing process. A 70% solution, with 30% water content, penetrates the cell more effectively before the surface dehydration can occur. The 70% solution kills bacteria more completely and more rapidly than the 99% solution on most surfaces. The 70% concentration is also safer on most surfaces. Lower risk of damage to plastics, rubber seals, and coatings. The 91% and 99% concentrations are appropriate for specific electronic applications, where residual water from the 70% solution could cause short circuits. Here is the 1952 pharmaceutical industry guidance that explains why the label on the brown bottle still only mentions wound disinfection today. The Proprietary Association published internal guidance in 1952. It noted isopropyl alcohol's effectiveness made it a potential substitute for specialized products. The recommendation was explicit. Focus marketing on the single wound care application, rather than promoting the compound's versatility. This would prevent undermining the market for specialized products. The guidance was adopted, and the label has not meaningfully expanded since. These applications have been in the Amish family book since before the trade association meeting decided to keep them off the label. Wound disinfection, the label application. Apply 70% isopropyl alcohol to a clean cotton ball and wipe the wound surface. The alcohol kills surface bacteria through protein denaturation. Do not apply to deep wounds or wounds in the healing phase. This is the same caveat as hydrogen peroxide. For initial cleaning of fresh minor wounds, it is effective. For ongoing wound care, saline is preferable as it does not inhibit the new tissue growth that isopropyl alcohol can affect. Stainless steel cleaning and polishing. Apply a small amount of 70% isopropyl to a microfiber cloth. Wipe stainless steel surfaces in the direction of the grain. The alcohol dissolves the grease and water spot residue. It leaves no streaky residue that water-based cleaners leave. Isopropyl evaporates completely within 30 to 60 seconds, leaving no residue. Commercial cleaners sold at $8 contain primarily isopropyl with fragrance. A drop of coconut oil on the cloth accomplishes the same conditioning. Electronic screen cleaning. Apply a small amount of 70% isopropyl to a lint-free cloth. Wipe screens gently. The 70% concentration is safe for glass and anti-reflective screens, because the water content prevents rapid evaporation that stresses coatings. Do not spray directly onto screens. Apply to the cloth first. Do not use on older LCD screens with known solvent sensitivity. For modern devices, 70% isopropyl is what manufacturers recommend, a fact that expensive cleaning kit sellers prefer you not discover. Permanent marker removal. Apply 70% isopropyl directly to the marker stain on glass, metal, or sealed wood surfaces. Allow to sit for 30 seconds. Wipe with a clean cloth. The isopropyl dissolves the solvent-based ink through chemical compatibility. The marker lifts completely from non-porous surfaces. On porous surfaces like raw wood, The removal is less complete. Glass and mirror cleaning. Dilute 70% isopropyl with equal parts water for a 35% solution. Apply with a spray bottle. The solution produces streak-free cleaning. Commercial glass cleaners contain approx 4% alcohol. You are paying $5 for the dilution. Underarm deodorizing. Apply 70% isopropyl to clean, dry underarm skin using a cotton ball. Allow to dry, 10 to 15 seconds. The isopropyl kills the bacteria responsible for body odor. Odor compounds are produced by bacterial metabolism, not by the sweat itself. Eliminating the bacteria eliminates the odor. The effect lasts 6 to 12 hours. No aluminum, no fragrance masking compounds. Isopropyl is a deodorizer, not an antiperspirant, providing effective odor control without the potential endocrine disruption of other compounds. Houseplant pest treatment. The most precise and effective treatment for mealybugs, scale insects, and aphids on indoor plants. Dip a cotton swab in 70% isopropyl alcohol and apply directly to individual insects or insect clusters on plant stems and leaf undersides. The alcohol kills the insects on contact and dissolves the waxy protective coating that makes mealybugs and scale insects resistant to water-based sprays. The treatment is precise and safe for most houseplants because the small volume applied evaporates before it can cause tissue damage. Test on a small area of sensitive plants before full application. This addresses pests precisely without leaving the residue found in commercial treatments. Ear cleaning after water exposure. Apply 3 to 4 drops of 70% isopropyl alcohol to the ear canal after swimming or showering. The alcohol mixes with trapped water and evaporates more completely, resulting in a dry ear canal resistant to bacterial growth. Pharmacy drops cost $6 to $8, but a $1.50 bottle of 70% alcohol accomplishes the same drying effect for years of use. Ice pack improvisation. Mix 1 part 70% isopropyl alcohol with 2 parts water in a sealable plastic freezer bag. Freeze for 2 to 3 hours. The mixture freezes to a slushy consistency, creating a flexible ice pack that conforms to body contours. Refreeze and reuse indefinitely. Commercial packs sell for $6 to $12. This DIY freezer bag costs only $0.20. Fruit fly trap bait. Fill a small glass with apple cider vinegar and 5 drops of isopropyl alcohol. Cover with plastic wrap. Poke small holes in the wrap. The alcohol mimics fermentation byproducts that fruit flies use to locate overripe fruit, capturing them effectively. Adhesive residue removal. Apply 70% isopropyl to a cloth and wipe over sticker residue on glass, metal, or plastic surfaces. The alcohol dissolves the adhesive polymer without scratching. It works on price tags and tape residue from nearly every non-porous surface. Other uses include tick removal, shiny chrome cleaning, shoe deodorizing, and sanitizing garden tools between uses. However, avoid wood furniture with oil or wax finishes. Isopropyl dissolves these coatings, leaving the wood unprotected and discolored. Do not use on acetate and triacetate fabrics, as they will dissolve. Also, avoid polystyrene and acrylic plastics to prevent surface cracks. Always test an inconspicuous area before use on any surface you are uncertain about, to ensure a safe and effective clean. The commercial product replacement calculation for rubbing alcohol follows the same pattern as every previous video in this series. The pattern is consistent because it reflects the same underlying decision made in the same decade by the same industry logic. Commercial stainless steel cleaner, $7.99 per bottle, 3 bottles per year, $23.97. Isopropyl replacement, $0.30 per year. Annual saving, $23.67. Commercial electronic screen cleaner, $12.99 per kit, 2 kits per year, $25.98. Isopropyl replacement, $0.20 per year. Annual saving, $25.78. Commercial glass cleaner, $4.99 per bottle, 6 bottles per year, $29.94. Isopropyl and water replacement, $0.60 per year. Annual saving, $29.34. Commercial swimmer's ear prevention drops, $7.99 per bottle, 2 bottles per year, $15.98. Isopropyl replacement, $0.20 per year. Annual saving, $15.78. Commercial gel ice packs, $9.99 each, 2 per year, $19.98. Isopropyl freezer bag replacement, $0.20. Annual saving, $19.78. Commercial fruit fly trap, $5.99 each, 4 per year, $23.96. Isopropyl and apple cider vinegar trap, $0.15 per year. Annual saving, $23.81. 6 categories alone, $138.16 per year. Isopropyl for all 6, $165 per year. Annual saving, $136.51. Over 20 years, $2,230. The full 17 application replacement generates the $2,280 to $3,480 in 20-year savings cited in the description. The 1952 Proprietary Association guidance produced the specialized products that replaced the brown bottle's uses in the American household. The guidance did not change what the bottle does. It changed what people thought they needed to buy instead of the bottle. The Amish medicine cabinet has had the brown bottle since before the 1952 guidance was written. It has not been supplemented because the family book records what the bottle does, and the specialized products do not do it better. They do it at higher cost in more packaging with more fragrance and more surfactant, and the same active chemistry. The brown bottle costs $1.50. It evaporates completely. It leaves no residue. It has 17 uses. The label describes one. Drop in the comments which of the 17 uses surprises you most. And tell me what you spend on cleaners annually. Those 3 products alone represent more than $10 per month, $120 per year. From a category a $1.50 bottle covers completely. The 1952 guidance made complete business sense for the companies that followed it. For the household budget, it made the opposite of sense. The bottle is still $150. The label still says first aid. The family book still has all 17 uses. It always will.